episode, we have got ourselves something going on. So, after the last episode, there was like a point, like a 7.5 episode that I was trying to do, and we ended up scouting out this facility here. Oops, I gotta get out of here, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look so you can see. We were scouting out and found this pirate ore processing outpost, and so we went ahead and attacked it. We managed to capture it. We managed to subvert these weapon systems here. I did have a really tough time though. Unfortunately, I did lose 2 of my respawns because stupid interior turrets got me. It was really vicious. Fortunately, the fleeting rival ship over there just did not engage, except once it did take a passing pot shot when I did a recon that direction. And you can see that we've taken some damage, and we do have some smoke coming off of our little rover here. And as you can see from the dusty bricks, I added some extra armor just in case. But he hasn't moved this direction, which is really good. I left my rover right here. I left our little armadillo with the GAT set up just in case that ship does decide to come over, because then it's going to get a face full of missiles and some GAT gun. And the goal here today in this episode is I want to get the war rig up and running, and then I want to get this conveyor brought down to this side here, under here, so it's at least slightly protected. And then I want to start offloading all the materials from inside here, and then that way those materials we can start transferring them over to the sandstone base, and then that way we can go ahead and start doing some more work on our ship, because once we take care of all of these bases, there's still quite a bit to do, we're gonna get off this planet. However, I'm thinking, since the only flyer we can use is the ship over at Sandstone Base, I'm thinking that we might want to go ahead and just use it for air support. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here, because I think the first thing we want to do is we want to get this connector moved over, and seriously, there we go. We can do that. We've got enough material here, we can do that. So we want to bring this down and over, because I want the war rig to have a connector in the back. That way we can just back it up, because there's going to be something above it. So we're going to go ahead and the war rig we could just and that's fine. As long as they don't fall through the earth, I don't care. Because we're going to go ahead and get this conveyor tube set up, and then we're going to go conveyor tube, and then we're going to go conveyor corner. Actually, I wonder if, no, I think we're going to do a conveyor corner here. And the reason why we're going to do that is because of the tilt. Because there's a tilt right here, and I want to make sure that the war rig can get up here and get in there. Alright, so that should be good enough, and then we can go ahead, get the connector reestablished, and then we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and get that set up, and then we're going to go ahead and grab as many of these materials as possible, and we'll get this. So once we get this done, we're going to start on the war rig. The war rig's going to take quite a few materials, but I think once we get it set up, that's going to provide us with the ability to be able to get that locked in. So I think that's going to really make a difference as far as what we're going to do as far as the mixing the heat out. And I like the idea of a war rig simply because then I can go ahead and get this set up, and I can bring some feet out and be protected, and it can act as like a central hub. I want to get a beacon on it, and stuff like that. That way you can be able to use it as, because I want to put a AI in our vehicles so that we can be able to have additional forces when we take these other settlements. Oh, goodness. Because we really needed a sandstorm to do this. Ugh. Alright, so this is our doorway. And that's where the trouble was, right there. Put 2 holes in the ceiling to get rid of them. And then I put them down here. And I put them down here because I wanted them to keep us safe in here. So, yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and strip this out. Oh, hi, cool. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and clear this out here. I'm going to get charged up with a little bit of stuff. So we've got a whole container there. We're going to go ahead and pull out. Ultimately, my goal is to get this entire facility cleaned out of everything that we can use. I'll just leave steel here. Honestly speaking, I might do what we did with the very first one. And with the very first one, I might just take this and cut it down. That's what we did on the first one. We cut it down like a tree, and then we stripped all the grit out of the inside of it. That worked really well too. So since we're going to tear this whole thing down, I'm thinking I'm just going to start with this, and I'll just keep using this material too. And we'll just pull this thing down too, because we're not keeping anything in it. We have a base, so there's no point in it. Oh, really? Are we going to do that? Am I full? Oh, damn, I am full. Alright, no worries. The hydrogen tank that I just burned through, it's 0. We'll just dump this off in here. There's other hydrogen tanks in there, it's just no big deal. Alright, cool beans. Let's see, I'm not going to need this right away, or this right away, or this right away. Interior plates, yeah, I'm going to need those. So we'll go ahead and tear this apart for more parts. We'll be able to use everything in this. And we'll be able to use everything in this, except for the superconductor. So we'll go ahead and drop these off too. Because it doesn't matter, because we're going to just drain it out. That's what we'll do. So, and I try to keep a weather eye on these guys. That thing comes over here, I'm telling you, it's not going to be a pretty sight. I think he knows that. Stay clear. Ouch. Seriously? Those things are annoying. Hey, I see you're watching there, Tactile Sheriff. Welcome. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and take that. And then we're going to drop this off here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's go get to work. And you know what? I'm going to make my life really easy. And no, I'm not. I don't want to open that. I feel like if I open that, it's going to be a problem. Like, oh, I hate it when this sandstorm's going on. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Because it's a sandstorm right now, we're going to turn on our lights, first of all. We are going to make ourselves a walkway so that we don't have to worry about, I'm going to do it from the top up because I don't want to get in trouble. See, there's the problem. If you're not careful, you'll be doing along, doodly-doo, and then next thing you know, you'll be out of hydrogen, and then you'll be crying because you can't get up. I mean, I got a backup plan for a backup plan, because, you know, obviously we all have those kind of situations happen, and so you want to make sure you're okay. I don't know that I can do that. Can you get something underneath there? Yeah, I can't. I should have. I could. I figured I could since it wasn't a ship. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to go ahead and set this up. Like so. And it's here. It's here. Did I miss that somewhere? Oh, I did. I did that wrong. Ah, hate it when I do that. Fine. That's good. I had no choice because I need to get this in place because if I don't, seriously, dude, you got it. Now, what's it annoyance? Here we go. Alright. Now we're going to do this. Cool. Now I don't have to waste hydrogen to go up and down. See? Simple. Alright, cool. Now I think that once we get this set up here, I think I remember seeing, who was it? Somebody, I think it was Splitsy that said at one point that you can do, I know they used to not do it and it was really annoying, but he mentioned something about they changed it so you can build off of a conveyor connector. So if that's true, then, dude, what? Oh. I thought it disappeared. I was like, no. Alright, so we're going to go up here and get more. We need more motors. So we are going to get some more motors. Oh, armor plate. That's not what we want. We want motors. Oh, those aren't motors. I gotta pick this stuff up, honestly. I hate leaving a mess laying around because here's the problem. If you do stuff. Thank you, Sheriff. I appreciate it. I thought maybe you could, but I wasn't sure, so appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff away because I just don't want to have a bunch of litter lying around so it can despawn, and then I'm angry because I can't find my stuff. Alright, we're going to do a 20 of those motors. I'm going to run downstairs. Oh, because I've got more stuff laying around. Let's downstairs and get started. Alright. Hydrogen, something. I mean, I'm not worried about like running out of hydrogen and oxygen because I've got ice mines nearby. I just don't really have a way of digging it out too well, but you know. Oh, are you kidding me? What? That's it. I'm just gonna grab them all. Worst comes to worst, I can always build a little box down here and store anything extra. Since I really just need motors, I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch. There. That ought to do it. I figure whatever else I can always... Okay, so one of the things I like to do when I do constructions and stuff like this on a level is I like to, and I'm going to do that right now, actually, because sometimes I run out of energy. I find it's really nice to set up a passenger seat against the wall, wherever you're working. And in that way, it accomplishes two goals. One, it allows you a place to sit down and you can get your energy back. So like, oh, look, I can sit here, I can build up my energy. And it also means that if you have something extra in your inventory that you're going to need eventually, but you don't need it right away, it stores about 1,000. So you're golden on that. So like, for example, I'm not going to need the motors or the computer chips I've got. So what I'm going to do is I'll just dump them in there. And then I can use them for the next construction. So we need steel tubes, small ones, to finish off the conveyors. I want to get this done before I start with the other. So I'm going to go up. Actually, I wonder how many's in here. It's large tubes. I want small ones. Oh wait, but I'm going to put another. harmful. Alright then. We'll drop these off because I got some downstairs already. Take that though. And how many bars did he give me? Oh, he gave me only 48. So let's dude, whatever. I'm leaving you there. Got enough parts. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Sit here. So yeah. So this war rig I'm planning on building. I was bored the other day. I actually have... Okay, so this is something I do. I know it's kind of crazy. Possibly some people might think it's a little hardcore. I don't know. I don't care. But what I do is, when I'm at work and I'm bored, if I'm on my break or something, I will take out a notepad and I'll sketch out a design for a build. And I'll have it for when I go into it next, or if I feel like being creative or something. And I actually have a build for the war rig. And that's what we're going to work off of, is my design that I came up with for the war rig. So, yeah. Here we go. We're going to go down here and get started with all of this. I really hope that I have this thing high enough. Oh, it's on a hill. That's what bothers me. I think I may have to excavate out this hill a little bit and get a platform. Now I know some of my series is I have a lot of restrictions as far as what I can do with my equipment, but in this one here, I don't really have any mining restrictions. I can use my hand drill for whatever I want. But I generally don't want to mine because it seems kind of silly to waste time mining when I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got like 5 shopping markets full of stuff that I can take from. So why? Why would I even bother to mine anything but ice? Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing. So I think this is actually going to be entirely too much. Too high. So I'm going to do a test. Let's do a test. Let's see. How high is it? Yep, see? I can't even get a brick below there. Yeah. Bam. Alright. So this is what I'm going to do. We got to do a couple things. First of all, we are going to need... crap. I need an assembler because I'm going to need power cells. I don't think there's power cells up there, but there might be. Oh wait, why am I running up there? I can just access it via this. Alright, let's find out. Are there power cells in here? Ah, there are power cells! Nice! That means I can build all the other stuff I want. Okay. So we'll start the war rig here. We're not going to connect it off the connector because it's going to be at an angle, unfortunately, so there's really not much I can do at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and start it here. And let's see here. I was thinking I was going to start it with the trailer first. And then go from there and just build it out from there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's see here. We're going to do a real classic. Classic start with the landing gear. Why not? It's always fun when you get to make it with a landing gear. Bam, just like that. And it looks like we're going to be kind of crooked, but that's okay. So I don't want crooked, so we're going to do something else. Let's do, I want to do a metal, we'll do a, okay, why is it so hard tonight for me to line this stuff up like that? Okay, so we're going to do it like that. Now, we're going to do this on top of here, but we're not doing that. Thank you for trying, but no, we're not doing it. I think that's on top. Ah, missed. I am so bad at trying to get these things on the right spot. I really suck at it. Like, just trying to line it up so that, nope, 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 don't want that. Nope, nope, don't want that either. There we go. Let's line it up, and I think we're in the center. Yes! Well, we're going to be slightly crooked, but that's okay. The universe will survive. Alright, cool. So, we're going to start out with jumping up in the air. Then we'll do a really classic brick up, and then there we go. I'll do brick up again. Because, yeah, we know what's going to happen. Because that thing is going to come all the way out to here, and we're going to end up on... I'm going to end up digging, but that's okay. It is what it is. I don't care as long as I get the war rig built. Alright, cool beans. So we'll do with a center, like so. Alright, that's going to come out. I like to do a single, like a ridge line down the middle, simply because I find it really nice to be able to set it up so that I have an extra support in case I bounce really hard or something like that and it smacks in the underside. And then I know if I smack on the underside, I know I'm going to be okay. And so what we do here is we're going to go with cargo pod. Not that size. We're going to go with this size. We're going to rotate it. Let's see here. We've got the, let's see, we're going to go with this one. And do I want that on the side, or do I? Yeah, we're going to put that on the side. The one there. And then we're going to put one up here. I know, crazy, huh? Double whammy. Alright. Now I got to keep building out. Alright, so yeah, this is going to be pretty much just building right now, so we're going to need a lot more space. Alright, that looks good. That looks real good. Alright, cool. And I know we're going to have to dig it out just so that we can keep the distance, so we can get the wheels of the main part of the rig on and all that, but that's fine. I don't care. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we need to go with a conveyor junction. Now, I am tricky. Let's see. We want the conveyor junction to link up just right. And then that way, because the conveyor is going to have to do, how do we want to orient this? Yeah, we're going to definitely want to orient it so that it's like that. And then we're going to turn this like this. So the reason why I'm orienting it like this is because I want to be able to provide a connection to both the upper row of cargo pods and the lower row, but also because this is going to be the location of our rear-mounted weapon system. Because this is a war rig, it's going to have guns, lots of them. Alright, so back to our fun little cargo pods. We got the cargo pod. Let's see here. Now this cargo pod here. No, this is going to be another one of these deals here. And then, I think this one here, we're going to go ahead and set this one up like that, and then go up. And this top one here is actually we're going to do this one a little differently. Because I kind of want to have, I kind of want it to be, I don't know, we'll think about that one for now. And then we got another cargo pod that goes here, and then we'll put that there. Alright, so that's what we got going on, and then, we're gonna to drop down, and then let's see here. Oh, shoot. I didn't do it right. Ah, no. That's unacceptable. I didn't watch my side. I put it too high. No, no. That is not okay. We cannot put that up there. No, now I'm clicking the wrong damn thing. Alright, so this has got to be on the button. Here we are. Alright, so we're rotating this in place because we want to have the connection to go through. And then this one up here, I kind of want to make sure that, well, yeah, we're going to do it because it's going to be on top. So we're going to do the connection like this too. And then down here, we're going to go... Okay, so what's going to happen, the reason why I'm so fussy about these connections is because of what kind of weapon systems are going to be on this trailer. We got those things all set up. Okay, so that's going to be the core of our trailer. We've got a total of 6 cargo pods, and we got a number of connectors. Now, this bottom connector, I don't necessarily have to have a connector there, so what I might do is I might go with a cargo pod down there. I don't know. I think I might do cargo, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel. And then, now the front of it, well, actually, you know what? We're going to change this up a little bit, I think. I think that's going to be the back end, and that'll be the front end, so we're going to actually need to have, yeah. So we're going to set this up, so this will be where the connector's going to be for the, no, I want a big connector. Alright, there we go, that's going to go there, bam, just like that. And then here on the sides of this is where we're going to put a couple of other things. I want to be able to store everything that we encounter that's up there. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to have some hydrogen tanks, maybe an oxygen tank and a H2O2 gen. And I'm thinking I want to load those up on there because I want to be able to have the capability to be able to store those if we run into having it. And so I think I'm going to put that on this side right there. And I think over here, it's going to be rounded out, so I'm not too worried. And then we're going to put tanks. We need an oxygen tank on this side.
Energy
here.
low.
Oh wait, is that, no, I can't do that, so I got to do it like this. Pretty sure I've got it like that. Ah, nuts. I'm gonna have to fill it in. I gotta see where the parts are. Sometimes you do that anyway. Ah, good, I knew it. I knew it was vertical. She's gonna have to rearrange everything, I'm sure, but we'll see. Alright, cool. That's it set up. And then up here, on this side here, we're going to go with... Oops, did not mean to do that. I tell you, it's not perfect these days. It's not perfect. And we're going to set this up like this. And then that is where we're going to put the small hydrogen tanks, because the way I see it, a small hydrogen tank can go right like there, and then that will allow us to take hydrogen, because the point of this trailer is to take material. So, but we've got to make sure that it's really well armored, because we do not want boom time. And so we'll put all those there, and then that sets up the exterior, really, of how this outline is going to be. And then we're going to have on this is what we're going to have for defensive. And that's going to be weapon systems. So let's go ahead and get the weapon system in place. And for this one, we're going to have a rocket turret on top. That's the plan. But the trick is do I want the rocket turret directly down on top? I do not. And the reason why I don't is because I do not want to avoid having armor plate on top of my other stuff. So what are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do a conveyor frame. And the conveyor frame is going to allow us to be able to elevate up our missile launcher. And then that's also going to provide us with the ability to be able to armor up those hydrogen tanks, because if you get a good boom and it's all over, and then, you know, you're sad because your stuff just blew up, and we're going to have a lot of, you know, we got missile launcher, for goodness sakes. Oh,
No
shoot.
energy.
No. Ah, stay on it. Yeah, see, this is what happens. When I get the building, completely lose track of what I'm doing, and then I almost die, and it's not fun. And then I gotta be sad. So yeah, that's not happening. Alright, so now let's see here. We got all that fun stuff up here. That's all set. Okay, the rest of this is all pretty much going to be armor, except for the sides. And the sides here, well, we're going to do the same thing we did before. And we're going to, first of all, we want to get our orientation in place, but in this one here, I think we're going to do a conveyor converter. And we got 2 GATs we're going to put on either side in the front. And then here we're just going to put some batteries back here, and then we're going to load this up with a bunch of armor too, and then we'll be set. And the reason why I like to put those little ports on the sides is because it gives me the ability, if I want, to have an access point into the individual cargo spot, which is what I really wanted. So let's go ahead and get this, get the frame welded up, and then we'll see where we're at as far as the other. Because I want to get this rig, I want to get up in as much as possible this episode, because we may be in a fight soon. Oh, snap, meteor storm. Wait a minute, that's right, I have GATs in place for that. So it can meteor storm all day. I don't care. Have fun with that. Meteor storm, meteor storm, meteor storm. Alright, so now I need to set this up with the other part of this whole operation, which we're gonna, okay, we're gonna jump down here, and the other thing we need to do, and this is the fun part, is we gotta need a rotor. And why do we need a rotor? Well, because this is a trailer for a war rig. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the Mad Max series, that would be a war rig, and that would be basically a tractor trailer rig. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So I want to set this up so that it's elevated, but I want it to be elevated up high enough where I don't, let's see, that's going to be, I want that to be in line with the base part of the truck. So, you know what I think I'm going to do? I've never done a war rig before, and this is my first time doing a war rig, but it's also my first time second time doing a trailer. I did one during the Borderlands series, which unfortunately didn't make it into stream. That one I did on my own. I can review it again if you want to leave a message in the comments, or just let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that series again. It was so much fun, and I would love to be able to do that again. So just let me know. And I think that's going to be far enough back where we're working. Yeah. I think for security purposes, I need to Alright, let's go over here and get a... Let's go get a motor. Alright, cool. There we go. Comments aren't working. What do you mean? Oh, that's because okay, so you gotta be in the chat to message me immediately. Usually what happens is I don't have very many people in the live chat live game when I'm doing this. And so this video gets sent over to my YouTube, and that's where it's posted, and that's where people would do the comments. But if you are watching me right now live, you should be able to go into the chat. I'll double check here and see if I've got... okay, I have live chat enabled now. It was on top chat, so I was like, what the hell's that? So, yeah, you're welcome to go ahead and leave a message if you want. I see your messages when you leave a message on the console, though. So that pops up, so I can reply verbally for that if you like. Yeah, so that's going to be where I'm going to put the pin, but I'm not going to do that yet. Should I do that now? Yeah, why not? Okay, we do a rotor part, and that way I can go ahead and hook it in the other part set. So now we're set. So that's going to go into the other, and then that should link it up. So now I got to get the wheels in place, and I have to get the jacks in. So we'll get the jacks in right on this side here. I am familiar with how semi-trucks work. I actually served in the military, and I was a co-driver on some lowboys. So I'm kind of familiar with it, so I think that's kind of helping me a little bit with this, because otherwise I'd be like lost. So yeah, I know you gotta have a couple jacks, and I think for the load that this one's carrying, I want to have probably, I'm thinking 2 axles in the back. Maybe. We'll see how it looks with 2 axles. We're gonna do 1 axle here, and I don't know if that's enough. I might need to go with. Kind of want to do this. We're gonna put this axle over here, and you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do the axle out to here, and then I'm gonna drop it down a little bit, and then put extended wheels that stick out. So I want a wider wheelbase. I know for a normal war rig, you would probably have like a semi-truck base, which is going to be a shorter base as far as the axle's concerned. You'll have it to the width of the trailer. But because we're doing off-road type of material here, I want to go with a military style setup, which is going to have the extended, see? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we have a ramp. Because you run out of hydrogen, and then you fall down. And then you're like, crap, how do I get back up? And then if you don't have any metal on board, you're kind of screwed. Perfect example of why we do what we do. Well, since I'm up here, I might as well just sit down and do this. And you know what I'm going to do too while I'm up here? So I'm just going to go ahead and scrap a few more things too. I love the tactical lighting in these places, because these pirates apparently have no idea what good lighting is supposed to be like. Alright, let's go over here and take some stuff. I can use this. I'm just going to go ahead and strip out these things. Get a few things so I'm full. I mean, that makes sense. I'm going to need it anyway. Why not? I believe full. I was looking forward. Alright, and we'll take that. Oops. Hold on a second. I called the lighting union. What are you talking about? Oh, gotcha. I gotcha, tactical. Tactical sheriff. That's true. It is tactical lighting because it's red. not to jump right back into the military talk, but yeah, when I was in the military, that's what you did. You made it red to be tactical. And that's simply because it doesn't show up as easily. It's not as easy to see. So. Alright, cool. Now, just to be sure I've got a good deal set up, we're going to go ahead. One of the other things you want to do on trailers, I found, because I did do one other trailer, which really was, okay, I got to say this. It was a trailer, but it wasn't a trailer, because this trailer was like, it was, yeah, see, that's going to be really flippin' wide, like really wide. Yeah, I don't like that. That looks like crap. That looks like crap. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this back. Well, that's how wide it's going to be, though, with the armor plate. That's why one of the reasons why I wanted it out to here. Well, I guess we'll live with this for now. I just feel like it should be like tighter up, but I don't know. We'll see how it looks. And then that gives me a width to work from, so I'm thinking we should be able to get away with one right here. I don't know. I just don't like this. This looks like crap. I can't do this. Oh, I see. And it seems as though Tactical Sheriff, you are thinking the same way as me, that it just looks like crap. And we're going to have to go with a short suspension, and that should be, let's see. I hate how this looks. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, I like that much better. Yeah, it was a good call, Tactical Sheriff. I actually was thinking the same thing. And then we're going to go, nope, I don't want that. I want this right here. Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's a pain. Sometimes I don't really remember which side is which for these, you know, which, let's see, this is too close, so let's go here. Sometimes I can't remember which of the, direction you put the, yeah, see, I forget it's the bottom. You gotta remember, it's the curved rock that tells you the bottom. And sometimes it's hard to remember that. Yeah, I like the distance on that. Too close and they might foul up. And I think 2 is going to be more than sufficient for this trailer. Oh, I don't want that. No, I want that. Thank you. Alright, cool. And let's go back to, this is the left one. And we want it here, and we're going to go like so, and bam. Alright, cool. Now we got our wheels in place, and that's really nice. Now we're going to go ahead and do something here. I need to get up there, and I'm not going to waste my energy doing it. So you want to know everything's... after I finish this episode of Crashed on Mars, I'm going to be jumping into the Pirate's Life series, and you're already in it, Tactical Sheriff, so you're welcome to join in, of course. There's been some changes in that series, by the way. When you log out, I saved your stuff. And so it should all be in a locker right next to your cryopods. So there's a few other adjustments. Unfortunately, I tried to save your ship in that series, and unfortunately, that ship that you were looking at that you wanted to salvage, well, yeah, it kind of ate like 3 missiles. So it kind of was not looking so good. It's still there. I dragged it over to the asteroid and tethered it up to the asteroid, but it needs some work. It's not doing so good. Oh no, your power went out. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I figured something must have happened because usually you're pretty good about getting into your cryo product you got to take out.
Energy low.
I tried to do my best to save your stuff when you disappeared, and I put it all. I even put the parts. It's all either in the locker by your cryo cube or it's in your ship. So because the cockpit's intact, and when we do that series, when I get on there, I'm going to do an update for those of you that want to go ahead and, if you're following that series as well, you'll of course get the update when you get in there, but, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Tactical Sheriff, that you got the, that stuff. I do got to step out for just 1 second, so I will be right back, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. You know, real life kind of steps in sometimes, and you got to take care of some business. So sorry about that, everyone. I'm back. Sorry you got to stare at my pause screen for a while, but I didn't want to die while I was doing it. So, all right. Let's get back to the task at hand here. Looks like we're going to go ahead and fly up here. Sorry about that, everybody. Like I said, you know, it was kind of one of those things where had some stuff happen with the electronics here at the house. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but everything kind of went haywire, and so I had to run out and reset a few things and make sure everything was good to go. You know, it's crazy. It's like there's always something going on. You know? Get all this stuff. I want to get all this stuff as much as possible to get put together, and then we'll go back and we'll get some more materials. Oh, wait, you know what? I don't have to go upstairs for that, because we have a conveyor here, and you can just go in here. Alright, let's see here. We're going to need... wow, okay. We need stuff. Oh, cool. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it, Tactical Shara. Thank you for giving me a subscription. I do, I stream pretty much like every other day all week, sometimes every day. So, thank you so much. Oh, great. We got lightning. That's another reason why I wanted to start my build underneath the building. That way, maybe the lightning would leave me alone. Alright, well, let's see here. What all do we really need? Oh, we need big tubes for the wheels. We need to get the wheels done. That way, if something goes sideways, then I know I can get this thing off the ground. The real trick, though, is going to be doing the tractor part. Because that's going to be... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they're there. For a second, I thought there wasn't any big tubes. I was about ready to go, no. Because we don't have an assembler, so we have no way... Oh, cool! Awesome! That's great, Tactical Sheriff. I appreciate that so much. I hope you enjoy. I try to give tips and stuff. I've been playing this game for quite a while, so I kind of learned a lot of things. And for me, playing Space Engineers is like a mental exercise. Like, seriously. It's really nice for my brain because I think I'm pretty engineering-based brain, so it's like really good. Plus the survival aspect of it is really awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this finished up here. Alright, pick that up. And pick that up. Okay, cool. Now we got our stuff set up for that. And what I'm going to do is, once I get the whole trailer set up, and let's see here, I'm going to use light armor here. Oh, I guess I need steel plate for that, of course. Genius. What do I got? Well, I might as well keep going. Use up what materials I have. Alright, get these in place. And see, the reason why I'm trying to build something that has these, has the oxygen and the hydrogen is because I want to build this with the assumption, not because each and every one of those stations is going to look like this, because I have a feeling they probably will, but I don't know for sure. But the other thing is that I want to be able to be in a position where I can utilize this design in other builds, in other times when I'm doing different scenarios, and then just modify it, because I really, really like the idea of a world. I think it's really cool. I think it's really useful, and I think it really goes in well with the Wastelander vibe that a lot of our scavenger games have. And so I want to really like fine-tune this, and I really love it. And I think it really would, it's really a nice thing. Let's see how it goes. Okay, on this side here, we're going to have to put our jacks. Oops. Integrate systems. For the jacks, I'm just going to use pistons. I think those work just fine. And steel plates for everything, yeah. Well, I guess the good thing with this particular pirate facility comes with 10,000 steel plates. So I think we're pretty much good for that. But I'm going to do heavy plate on this thing on the outside to keep those things safe. So it's going to make it a little heavier, but that just means I've got to have a more powerful tractor. I think that, yeah, see, I wanted to have these lined up as close to the wheel mounts as possible, but not on the same track as the wheel, and that way it's safer. And then for security purposes, because we do not want this thing to be wonky, I will put that there. Alright, cool. Oh, cool. Well, enjoy that, Tactical Sheriff. Yeah, this particular series was my beginning time streaming, so the actual beginning of the series wasn't recorded. I didn't want to start all over again like I did with the pirate one. So I just kind of went with that, and I was kind of learning. So the first couple of episodes are just basically really short on trying to figure stuff out things. So yeah, but I think it's gotten better. I hope that all of you agree that it has gotten better since I'm trying. Let's see. Let's get this. We need motors there. We need motors, displays, and computers. So we need some of that stuff. Now, what motors and computers? Displays and I don't want to take them out of the always out of that large. I kind of want to pull that out. I'm going to strip it down and use it. Alright. I'm going to get that set up. I shouldn't. You know what I'm thinking? I think I might change something. I think I might change how the rotor is. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I have an advanced rotor, then that would give me the ability to actually use the air in that tank. And then I could transfer those along with munitions into the tractor through the conveyor system. I think that would be really, really smart. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with an advanced rotor if they have one that's small enough. I don't know how close it is. But we do an advanced rotor, and then we run a set of conveyors down. And then that should do it just perfect. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Real smart. Okay. Now we can get the other thing, which is the gas. Now, as far as the gas are concerned, they are going on the side. But we're going to need to bump them up because of the arm. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect the gas via conveyor ports that are the small ones. That way they come out a level of armor, but not too far. Yeah, I think that's fine. So for them, we'll use light armor blocks because there's no need for heavy armor underneath the cats. Well, you know what I could do? Actually, I have a better idea. Why would I do that when I could just use... I think there's a converter thing there. Yeah. If I do a conveyor converter, and I set that in the middle, then that would do it, and I'd still be able to put armor blocks on it. I need materials. Alright. Oh, let's check that here and get some materials. Yeah, this will work out nicely. So Interior plates. Alright, cool. That would work out really nicely. I like that. Yeah. Conveyor converter. Make sure we're lined up. Okay, good. And that actually would be perfect right there. And there. Perfect right like that. And then we do that, we can put the GAT on top of that. So it's like, okay. Bam, GAT on that side. And then GAT on that side. Perfect. This is starting to look a lot like what I wanted. Alright. And we're going to take this off because this is not what I want to do. I got to see first, before I go and go to all that trouble, let's see if we got it. Do we have an advanced rotor? We have an advanced rotor part. And I don't need that. Okay, cool. So that'll work out perfect. Let's go ahead and get these filled out because we're going to need other things. Rotate that maybe. So, and then we can run our little converter wheels here. We gotta get more parts, let's face it. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the time to go up here and start clearing more stuff out. I'll just grab the parts and stuff there for anything. I mean, I might as well.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Oh, lots of armor plates. That's okay. We'll just do that, run down, use what we can, and start filling up actually some of these cargo pods. Why not? I might as well. I mean, make it useful, right? We're going to get that set up that way. That was set up that way. Cool. Alright, so that's good. I don't know why I'm counting it. It just sounds like a cool thing to do. I don't need to count these things. It's just, I'm just rolling along. Got armor plates, so I want to do heavy armor to protect from gunfire. But it also means I'm going to have to really power her up a lot. She's going to need some serious power for the engine. So for the tractor, I'm thinking 2 hydrogen engines. I'm thinking 2 power cells. I'm thinking doing probably a total of... I'm torn on the 2 front wheels. But I definitely am going to have 2 back wheels, maybe even 3. I don't know how to decide on that part yet. But it's still, like, I want it to be, like, some serious power, you know, because she's going to need it. I need the power to pull. I need some seriously good wheels, good engine. And I'm thinking I'm going to put 2 turbines on it too. So. Hey, you're welcome. No problem, Tactical Sheriff. I'm not, you know, you wanted to claim that ship, so we're pirates in that series, so, you know, you're entitled to your own ship if you want. I'm not going to keep crew from having what they want. That kind of defeats the point of being pirates, right? Even though, oh boy, is that a messed up ship though.
Energy low.
It's my fault, and so I feel bad because we stumbled across while you were gone, we stumbled across a Gremlin military version, which I swiped to use for materials for the lunar base, and I did not remember to disable its missile system. So when it was flying by the asteroid belt, the missile system activated, and unfortunately, that little ship took about 3 of them. And yeah, so that's why it's the way it is. And I feel bad because it's kind of my fault. I didn't mean to have that happen, but unfortunately it did. So, you know, I'm not going to be cruel and evil and say, you can't have it. I'm going to scrap it. No, and it was your call. You did dibs. The way I see it, if I'm playing with somebody and they call dibs on some salvage, then, dude, that's your salvage. It's supposed to be a team in this game, right? So, yeah. Okay, then. Yeah, that actually would be probably a really good little ship for you, honestly. I still have to make my little ship that I'm going to use for scrapping and ripping stuff up. By the way, got to name your ship too. But that ship, okay, I looked at that ship. That ship has a lot of storage capacity. So for those of you that that aren't knowing what we're talking about, Tactical Sheriff has guested in on my Pirate Life series, which you're welcome to check out on YouTube. And in that series, we found a fighter, a small grid, kind of like a cargo fighter kind of thing. And so he's laid claim to that. And it's a really nice. I was looking it over, and you've got a really, really nice ship. I mean, for real, for real. Oh, I gotta not have those kind of bricks there because it looks like crap. Yeah, that's right. I've got to do these other kind of bricks. So I think I'm going to do light armor blocks here. Only because they're not going to be really visible as much. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Get some brick done.
No
Ow!
energy.
Gotta be kidding me. You know what just occurred to me? I don't know if that I don't think my rover has a survival kit on it. I don't think I have a survival kit anywhere in this place. It just occurred to me that, yeah, I might want to do something about that. Because that might not be a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. I'm at 50% health right now. And, yeah, not good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Before we do that, let's get some grids. Because then I don't want to have to go over this thing twice. So let's grab some grid. I got 75 grid there. We'll grab some grid and we'll get this heavy armor plate done. It's driving me crazy that I'm seeing that out of the corner of my eye from that stupid ship over there. I just want to go over and like play that so bad. Oh, that was not well thought out, was it? Okay. I think for future videos when I'm doing this, and I know that I'm doing a live stream that's going to be recorded, I think I'm going to adjust the grinding and welding screen just so that you guys don't have to sit here and be bored out of your mind watching me weld up bricks. Over and over, these little things just welding it up, welding it up, welding it up, kind of boring. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, looks like we're out of grids. Okay then, let's go down here and get some more grids. I'm more worried about the top being put together, simply because if the drones are going to come in, they're going to probably come in from above, and they're going to probably strafe this trailer, which is kind of why I want to get this upper part done more than I want to get the sides done. But here's the cool thing, and if any of you are new and you don't know this, if you do heavy armor, it's still protected and it still looks like full armor, even if it doesn't have the grid, provided that you do something that's more than just a single plate. And you'll have the extra advantage of the extra steel in it. So it's still a good protection no matter what. Yeah, Tactical Sheriff, Cobalt. Cobalt would be good, but I don't want to refine it. I just need to steal more from... There's actually... Okay, so, I'll tell you this. There is a lot of grids inside the structure of this facility. A lot of it. Like, so much that's ridiculous. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Well, we got 6 grids. We're going to finish off these grids, and then I'm going to drop everything off, and then we're going to go and harvest some grids. I'll show you. I did this already. This is my second facility that I've taken exactly like this. I know where all the stuff is, which is why I was so angry at myself for getting tagged by those stupid interior guns, because I knew they were going to be there. And yet I still was just, oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about it. It was just not okay. Alright, now, oh come on, seriously? Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to go over here, we're going to drop this stuff off, and I'm going to show you where it is in these. Now, I only have one more respawn, and then this is, this series will be over and I'll be dead for good. Okay, so, here we go. Ready? We're going to go up. And up. And up. Okay, here we go. So, this looks like normal. This is not. See how this is heavy armor block right here? We got 50 metal grids right here. And we can go down. We can take all the armor plate you want. And just keep going down. And the next one's also heavy on the block. And you just keep going down and down and down and down. And that's how you do it. These supports are all like that. No. Well, that's how you do it in this one. I'm not gonna mine. This isn't about mining. This is about getting all the parts I need to wipe these guys out.
Fuel low.
I'm not gonna. There are mines. Okay. As you can see, there is a lot of ore around here, cobalt and everything. But I don't have an assembler here. I don't have that capability at this location because this is an enemy installation. And my goal here is just to strip it of everything I need, build what I want, and take the rest back to Sandstone's base where I have 2 assemblers. And that's where I can do that sort of thing. But I don't need to do that right now. Not on this one. Not at all. I'm not even doing that. Yeah, I got enough so I could probably do this entire route. That's why I'm not too worried. If you can get all the materials you need from these fires, I gotta defeat them anyway. Oh, yeah. We get back to base. I'll show you guys what the orders are. I have an actual tablet with orders on it. That I'm supposed to wipe out all of these guys, stop their operations at their headquarters, and then I can leave. And I have to build a ship to get off of here, which I'm working on. Well, you think it's a skill issue. I know how to do it. Just for this scenario, mining is not the primary source of getting stuff. I just take it from the pirates as I defeat them. If I need to mine something, I can. That's all. This is going to come along now. I like how this is actually coming along. It takes a while to get through. People are not. Well, I know some people like to do more mining and they like to do more scavenging. Some people like to do more scavenging than mining. Some people like to do different things. I totally get it. And I do mine a lot on a lot of the times when I play. I just, for this particular one here, I find it just a little bit more, I think it's a little bit more, I don't know, in tune with the theme of this scenario, just to take what I need, build what I can get from these guys, you know. I actually started a mining rig at the Sandstone base. I actually started one, but I never actually finished building it because I realized that it's just easier to take from these guys what I need. It just is at the moment, so I just am like, okay. I mean, I gotta defeat them anyway. I gotta defeat every one of their bases before I can leave. So the way I see it, I might as well take everything they've got, and then I'm good to go. Now, see, this is what I was talking about, is that even if you don't grid it up, it still is a viable armor, and it still looks really good. Alright, so, that being said, I'm going to go up here and start taking down some more stuff. I'm going to use all the materials Okay. I'm going to run out of hydrogen first. Oh, I don't like this. This is like, oh, gotta give me a break, dude. I almost feel like this is why the guy who wrote, because this is a scenario that you can get and play. I did not write this. I gotta remember who wrote it, and I do want to. Once I do their name, I'll thank them in the description once I find it. Remember what their name is. Yeah, pay attention. Gotta pay attention, Pixie. Can't do this. All right. It was really cool that they did that. So. Okay, radio parts take up so much space, it's disgusting. Skill issues? What are you talking about, skill issues? Who's got skill issues? Here's the thing. Everything can get better if you just keep practicing. I know I've been on a learning curve with this game. There's so much of this game I keep learning all the time. So many different ideas to try. I love how this game is so variable. Me, I don't have skill issues. What are you talking about? Good. Now I can put what I wanted on here. And that was what I wanted. You know, something to give somebody a really bad day that they sang it. This color here, this is, I believe, what is this? I think it's like dusty gray. Trying to remember. I've been running. Oh no, that's black.
Critical.
That's dusty black. And then over there, I started out with gray, and then I added dusty black parts once I did my upgrade on it. Yeah, it's dusty. I wanted to do dusty because of the desert. You know, the desert motif. So yeah, it's dusty black. And up we go. Take the rest of this beacon off.
Inventory full.
Alright. Some more stuff on there. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, we got a couple of grids. Cool.
Low health.
Okay, we're back to no energy again.
No energy.
Well, gee. Looks like I'm going to be going back to the other base. No problem. New plan. I've got to get this, so what we're going to do here, we got a new plan. Yeah, I know. It's too low, but it'll be fine. I want to get these things all set up and keep it. Now let's see here. We're going to offload into the medium container. We're going to offload everything I got except for that hydrogen tank. Well, no, actually, you know what? I will offload the hydrogen tank. What I'm going to do now, change of plans. We're going to stop with that. Wait. No, we're going to do one more thing with that, then we're going to stop building it. Because I'm low on health, that means I need to go back to Sandstone Base. Once I go back to Sandstone Base, I'm going to need to get a little bit of healing, either on board the ship or on board the station, one of the two. But in the meantime, I need to get a couple of these. We're going to go with 6. And we're going to need 2 of those. Grab 20 of those. Grab a bunch of those. A bunch of those. A bunch of those. Yeah, that'll be good. I'll grab that too. Superconductors to take. I won't need that. I think I'm going to need most of that too, so we'll take that. Alright, so here's the plan. We're going to go down to the Water Rigs trailer. We're going to put 2 small power cells in the back, 2 small batteries. Now the reason why I'm putting 2 small batteries on the trailer is because of 2 things. One, I want to be able to have power so it doesn't accidentally despawn, which doesn't usually happen, but sometimes. And as long as you have a power source on it, it won't despawn. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Steel plate? Fine. This is how we get steel plate when you need it. You take it from the wall. Just take it. And that's all we gotta do. So, let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and... No. Yeah, that's what we want right there. Cool. And that's also gonna provide some stability. Because if you have the extra weight of a battery, batteries are usually some of the heavier items, then that's going to provide some weight in the back so that it's not as likely to pop up while you're driving and stuff like that. Why is it not doing this? Alright, cool. Good enough. Now, the next plan is we're going to run over here, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to continue to offload our stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is fill up the rover because I do not want to go back with an empty rover. That's just not acceptable. So we're going to fill it up with as much supplies as we can from the cargo pod, and then we're going to head back and get healed. I don't think that ship's going to screw with our stuff. If they do, well, then they got themselves a bit of a bonus. But I don't think they will. Because if they get closer, they're going to get shot up. And I don't believe that ship has the capability to defend itself from this, so... Alright, cool. I think we're pretty full up. Alright, cool beans. Alright, so... back we go. Now, as you can see, if you happen to be looking at it, at the moment, Tactical Chef in this particular series, we do third person. As much as it's annoying, we do it anyway sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say sometimes. 268 rockets. What are you talking about? What in the hell is going on with the rover? Something's not right with this thing. Why am I having an issue? What's not working here? What's not working here? I don't understand. Sometimes I have a problem with this thing. That is one of the wonderful things about this particular game, is that you do have problems and you get to figure it out. Oh, is that why it's having an issue like that? Oh. Alright, no problem. I can fix that. You know, thanks for that. Problem solved. Alright, let's roll. Yeah, it's really hard to see when you're third person in this particular situation with this. That's why I'm not too keen on this particular cockpit. It's really hard to see, especially the way I build these things with the motor in front and stuff. It's like really tricky. Oh, that's not good. I am like really not okay here. We're going back.
Fuel low.
Ah,
Fuel
just made it.
critical.
Yeah, I know, I'm critical everywhere. I need that, and I need that, and I need... Okay, good. Now we're okay. I was noticing I was all out of, like, oxygen, and there's no way I would have made it otherwise. This wasn't going to happen. On 2 oxygen, no. And yes, this is third person. Yeah, this part of Mars has a whole lot of ore. It is like, you would have a field day in this spot, I'm telling you, Sheriff. Because there's so much ore. I mean, it's like a miner's dream. You could build a small city with all the ore in this place. I just noticed something. My wheels are so far down. What the hell? There we go. Whoa! Easy. Whoa! Alright. That's it. We're putting it back down. I need a lower height ratio to keep my balance. Alright, that's better. We could bomb it, except I do have a few rules, because, you know, I like my games to be very challenging, and in this case, the only thing I can fly with is the ship that I'm building. Yeah, no, I'm not going to nuke it. I want the materials in it, because I'm turning my giant land crawler into a ship, and I need the materials, and I don't want to mine for it. I want to take it. It's like, it just makes more sense. But I have played games where I've nuked them, and it's just, I don't know, counterproductive. Yeah, it's a bit of a drive. Oh, you shot some of my... I see some of my bricks are missing off the sides. See, look. You got all kinds of ore. Now, I believe you're looking for cobalt. I believe one of these patches is cobalt. Around this base, there's cobalt, nickel, ice, iron, silicone. Oh, yeah, it's a silicone patch. And magnesium. Like, lots of that stuff. But you gotta go really far down. It's like anywhere from 20 to 50 meters down.
Low health.
I know it's low health. Thank you. Ah, here we are, Sandstone Base. This was the second pirate facility I took. Meteors, but yeah, not gonna work. I've made a few improvements on this base from what it was before. So, yeah, I'm sure it is. Alright, so here is Sandstone Base. So I've done a lot of things in Sandstone Base. It originally looked like the one we just left. However, I've added a bigger platform, a reinforced platform with heavy blocks and heavy armor. I've added a conveyor system. There's weapon systems, 360 degrees, missiles, GATs, and the thing up there was my crawler, but I've since taken the wheels off, put landing gear on it, and it is going to slowly become my ship that's going to get me off of here. So I originally was going to build my war rig here, but then I decided, why would I do that when I could use it to get those materials off? And as you can see, I got the beginning of a hangar in there for the war rig, and then of course the point here for for the vehicles I want to have. The center one, easy, you're crazy, you're touchy. She's bouncing all over the place. I'm not liking this. Oh. Alright, now I gotta drop. Here I have to drop my wheel suspension because the conveyor is lower than my vehicle. That's gonna hurt that. There we go. Cool. Cool, now it can do its thing. It doesn't have to be lined up perfect. But yeah, this is, now this is the drill rig, Sheriff, if you want to see. This was the drill rig I started, because I was going to start drilling here, and I believe there's nickel down here somewhere, and magnesium, yeah. I was going to drill for the magnesium first, because I wanted munitions. But yeah, this was the drill rig I set up. I put it on a rotor and a piston, so that I could have it go down, and then I also put it on the 2 extended pistons, so I could actually make a total strip straight out. But I don't believe it would go low enough to be able to get to the actual magnesium, so I figured I'd probably have to set up a frame and continually add pistons to it to get to that depth. It's almost better not to even deal with it that way, you know, it's almost that you want to, oh crap, I forgot, I never did make these stair bridge. Oh well. I'll just take my walkway. It'll work. I've done it before. And I added an airlock here because honestly I was tired of not being able to breathe. Ah, good. There's my assemblers I was working on with my little things. Protection, gotta have it. Let's go upstairs. As you can see, I've made a few improvements. Walkways over there. And upstairs we've got... This is where the garden is, sitting area, kitchen. I could be able to make food because I use certain things. This is my bedroom. There's another bedroom on the other side, and then there is going to be a guest room over there.
Is low.
And then there is the couch to sit and watch stuff, and that is going to be the control center there. So, yeah. But here's my survival kit where I get healed. So you all have seen a tour of Sandstone Base. So perhaps I should show you the Phoenix. Phoenix is my ship. Well, originally it was a crawler, worked really well, and now it's a ship. So I'll introduce you to the Phoenix. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen to the Phoenix. Those of you that are fresh and joining, I'm letting you know that there's, like I said, a lot of things going to be happening with Phoenix. As you can see, I've got a missile launcher under construction out here. There's a GAT under construction as well. That's just because I had a drone sneak around the mountain there and come at me, and so I had to figure that out. Stop fighting the chair. I've got hydrogen tanks, oxygen, all those tanks. They're currently really low because I haven't really mined for any ice, and I have not been able to capture any from the stuff going on. I've got extra batteries. You know, I figured this would be a base of operations for quite a while. I have a display there, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do a to-do list on it. I haven't quite figured that out. It's hard to do when you don't have a keyboard. It really is. So we're going to do a quick tour of the Phoenix, and I can bring it up to date. Ah, crap. I didn't give it enough time. Okay, so let me teach you a thing about airlocks. If you want a proper airlock, you need a door that opens and a door that opens, but you need a vent that sucks the air out. And if you don't give it time to suck the air out, that happens and you lose your oxygen. So yeah, there you go. This is the Phoenix. Recently got her legs. I replaced, these are the landing stanchions. These are basically the stanchions I put down to lock her in place so I can turn her into a station when she had wheels. As you can see, there's these spots there, over here, and over here, which were actually extensions out that I had big giant wheels on. So she still has her spotlights from before, and as you can see, she's got weapon systems, a pair of GATs in the front, and a missile launcher on the top. And then she had a GAT in the back, but unfortunately we had a problem. with our friend over there, the Fleeting Rival. And we had ourselves a hell of a firefight. We both got damaged pretty bad. I lost the back end. I had a platform here, but it got damaged. And my landing platform up there got damaged. So, anyways, but we got it all fixed up, and she's looking good. These things here were actually part of a platform that I had my rover on, and we just traveled as a mobile base. But I tore it apart because she's being slowly turned into a ship. Back here, this part will be cut off. I'll have a jump drive, and I'm going to set all the drives and stuff back there. There's going to be a hydrogen tank. There are internal hydrogen tanks, and then those panels will come off, and I'll have a detachable, additional detachable booster on either side to get me off planet. I haven't decided if I'm going to change that plan and make them hydrogen tanks or not, but there will be boosters there too, and then of course we'll have nozzles in the bottom. All these plates open up because for when I make a lander, usually I do the spine. When I make a big lander like this for a base, I make the spine all cargo pods and conveyors, and then that makes it really nice to be able to convert to a ship if you want to. I really like the idea of having the keel or spine being all those kind of things. It doubles up in strength. Alright, so we have our door. Here's our batteries. I'm going to go ahead and close the door. I need to add lighting to it. Here's my little spot here where I get weapons and stuff. Coming in here, we can go ahead and close the door here too. As you can see, we have vents and everything, but it's not airtight yet. I haven't sealed her up yet. Hydrogen tanks, 2 of them. We have our vent controller for different things we want to do. We have a ladder up to the upper floor. Down here we have here's our survival kit. These will be replaced because I have the plant and cook mod that I always have. It's quality of life mod. I'll list the mods in the description later, and I'll be attaching those here. And then I have a conveyor up here that I'll bring down to attach if need be. And then over here we have our kitchen. This is an actual functional kitchen. Yes, I do. I have cargo all the way down the middle. This entire center is full. We have a full refinery, but we also have a full, on the back side of this, there's also a full assembler. So I can pretty much, I'm pretty self-sufficient. Got a nuclear reactor up here, which actually were in the original ship I crashed on. I have oxygen up here, and then I have an H2O2 gen up here, also from the original ship. And then my gyro on that side. I need to build my other gyro on this side. And here's sleeping quarters. I have sleeping quarters for a crew of 2. And then we've got extra ports here for things. I have a timer block that I'm going to be using for the doors. I have another timer block that I'll be using for something else. I can't remember what it was. And then we have more cargo available here, which incidentally, all the cargo links up with the other stuff, the weapon systems. Here's the cockpit. I like these kind of cockpits. Yeah, we're in third person view again. We'll get out of that. I like these kind of cockpits because you got your displays up here. You got good visibility. It's perfect for the front of a larger ship. And then, of course, obviously it's attached, so you can use that as an emergency spot to get things. Alright, so let's take her up. Go up here to the upper floor. We have a little viewport, so you can take a look outside if you want. And there's another one on the other side. Now, at one point, this was actually something else, but I tore it apart because I did not want fuel tanks on the roof. Not seen more. We have another airlock. The airlock here is actually sealed, so I could actually do oxygen here in a minute. And then right here we have our flight deck. Set up so that if I wanted to have some sort of flyer that later on when we got into space for mining or for scrapping or whatever, I'd be able to set it down here and be good to go. We have these. These decoys are not for the enemy, although they do work for the enemy. These are to stop the lightning bolts from hurting me. I've had lightning hit me twice so far, so I know it does. It just hasn't, except very infrequently. So that's another thing you got to worry about. On some scenarios, you do have the option, if you are making your own game or your own scenario, to have it be damaging or not. But if you're playing on somebody else's scenario, or you're on a server where the administrator set it for it, then those are what you need. Otherwise, it will go after your stuff. I have 2 turbines because currently this ship, okay, this is really weird. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a glitch or intentional, but she's not set for a station. She's set for a ship, but she landed here and it started all by itself. So I don't know if it glitched the station. I'm going to check. Yeah, see, it hasn't converted to station. But yet, while she's attached to this with her, she's landed here, these are working. So it makes me think that if you put those on a ship and you land your ship in a planet's atmosphere. Hey, there we go. Those are my 2 meteor guns, by the way. Interior turrets are great for shooting down meteors. I actually call them my meteor guns. And so I don't waste GAT ammo on those things. But if you don't have it, oh boy. So, oh yeah, is that what you say if you're locked, you're static? That's absolutely awesome. I didn't know that. And it was a pleasant surprise because I was going to tear those off. But now that I know that, I might actually put, okay, so I had this idea. And you guys can tell me what you think. Put a couple of those on a hinge, and when you're in space, you hinge them down so they're not sticking up. And when you land on a planet, you bring them up before you land, and then when you land, you'll be able to draw power. I even thought it would be really, really cool if you did something like that on like either a piston or a hinge, and then you had a hangar door, a set of hangar doors that would open up. And then it would come out of the ship. Like even to the sides even. You could do it straight out to the sides as part of your landing procedures. And then that way you could have power while you're static, sitting down on the planet's surface. Anyway, there's my missile launcher. And then I have a spotlight. Okay, cool thing about spotlights. Spotlights will target a target. So if you're doing things like search missions, like if you're doing like different stuff for economy, you're doing searches, or anything approaches, it will zoom in on it. But here's the trick. You got to turn it off of wandering mode, because if you turn it off on wandering mode, then it will zoom in on it and you'll spot it easier. But still, it'll do it anyway with wandering mode. And I like it on wandering mode because it kind of, if I get far out, I can tell me where, it tells me where I'm at. And there you go. There's another one of these. And this is the meteor gun for our fine little ship here. And I have 2 solar panels on either side, of course, so I can charge up additional power. I have reactors, but I like to keep the load light on them because I don't have any more uranium. So there you go. That's the Phoenix. I haven't put the name on it yet because she's under construction. So yeah, there you go. And then I have not activated that, and I've got another antenna up there in case the stupid thing happens. So, right. And I'll fix that one day. Oh, so should I drive the... I don't know if I'm going to drive it back. I feel like I almost want to fly the 4 kilometers over there and not take the rover. And leave the rover here to charge. Yep. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do. Alright. I'm going to charge up. And... oh, damn, I should have brought those tanks. I should have brought those tanks. I got some extra tanks in here. I might have some extra tanks. Let's see if we got some extra tanks. I'll leave that there for a second. Do I have... I do have extra tanks. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do, if we're gonna go through all this stuff, I think I'll actually do this. The hydrant. I wonder if I got any close to it. Guess not. Alright, no problem. Alright, let's charge up our energy. And then we're going to use our jetpack to go out there. As much as I really prefer to take a rover, it just seems kind of silly to take a rover. So, let's see here. Yeah, this is getting pretty long video too, so I think what we're going to do is once I get back over there, we're going to go ahead and call it, I think. It's been a really good scenario. We got some good start on the, there we go. See? Full zap. I think we got a really good start on the War Rig trailer. I think we got to really kind of explore a couple of different ideas with regards to that. I got to give you a tour of of where I'm at with the rest of this. So I think that's really good. So yeah, so let's go ahead and hopefully that ship is not going to frag us while we're doing this. And fly we go. Fly, 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 fly. I think next episode we're going to go ahead and finish working on the War Rig, getting it done. And this thing over there better not try to come after me, or it's going to be not okay. I'm watching it. Okay. Alright, distance is better. Good. Alright, we're back. Cool beans. Alright then. We're going to come in here, and I don't want to see it, so I'm going to sit down here. Alright, so thank you so much for joining me. It's been a really awesome adventure. It's really going really well with this. I'm hoping next episode we'll finish up with the War Rig, get the trailer completed, maybe get a good start, or done with the tractor. And then maybe, hopefully, if we're really lucky, we can get a load set up and haul it back. At some point, we're going to need to take care of that flyer, though, because I have a feeling he's going to get tired of loitering over there, and he's going to come over and cause a problem. So, anyway, until next time, thank you so much. Keep on building. Be safe out there, everyone.